CNN has an article by some award-winning teachers on how to improve education, and they have 9 different things like no more testing, or give it its right place, all year round school, and so on, funding, and improve this and that. But when you look at the students' performance, and you look at people in Hong Kong, Pakistan, India, the Caribbean, and Africa, these students don't have all these resources, but yet they are doing better. And the reason is that they spend time to study, they're serious about the work, they don't go up with where to find the stuff, they put the stuff from the book into their brain. So 2 years after, you could ask them a question and they could and understand you and answer you based on the stuff they've studied. I guess in America what we're trying is something impossible. We have too many educational resources. We want everybody to go to college and university, and this is impossible, because God himself said, I gave some guys 5 talents, others 2, and some 1. You can't expect the guy with 1 to compete with the guy with 5. So if we cut back our resources to about half, and we make only the people that have 5 and maybe 4 to go on, I think we'll be doing ourselves justice here. We have an immigration problem with migrant labors and so forth. These guys who have 1 talent and 2 talents shouldn't think of going to university. They should content to have a low life. I mean, who wants a low life? But if there's all you qualify for, they should be the ones picking the cabbage, picking the grapes, picking the apples and the oranges, and forget these people that you're coming in, migrants. What I've discovered is that everybody you meet hanging up in the corner around the area is saying, man, I graduated from high school, I got 4.0, and I should go to university and so on. I mean, they really just help them to get through school and get them A's or whatever it seems. And I mean, if you add all that, right away they're going to pick up some felonies, or they're pushing drugs, or some stupid stuff, spinning the cars around the corner and so forth. Some of these courts, the judge would tell them, go to high school and get your diploma. And I was teaching at an alternative school. Man, they don't even care about you. They're criminals. They're talking how they drive by and shoot up the place, how much money they make in pushing drugs. They're even gambling in the class. And they do nothing, and you have to still, pass them. The principal getting some money for something, and if they fail, it's like these guys shouldn't necessarily go into crime. They need to go and pick corn. And the teachers are just like the students, because it's just that they went on to get a master's, and then they didn't know anything too. The philosophy is you don't need to know that stuff, just know where to find it. A girl at one of the schools told me that she hates her teachers because they don't know nothing. I said, well, hey, do you know anything? And if you become a teacher, you will be just like them. This is the system. You show me that you want to be different, spend some time studying. Everybody studies, zero homework, 0 studying outside of the classroom. You give me 20 or 30 hours a week, and then you're going to show me that you're going to be different to your teachers. So all this talk is just about hot air. In conclusion, not everybody should want to go to university and to college. Some are going to have to do the service jobs, the menial tasks, picking the corn, doing the agricultural thing. Maybe the government would give them some assistance. I think it will do a lot more for the country, because where you have migrants and other folks coming in, and all the old problems with that and so on, exporting the money and so forth, and make sure our students are thorough, know the whole book, bro, know the periodic tables, know the things. So when I ask you a question, or when you get in the office and there's a problem, don't tell me you're going to have that tomorrow, you're going to look up your books, because you sold the books after the school is over, after the semester was over, so you don't have the books again. Okay, you don't know it, you sold the books. What's this, man? And I don't understand how these teachers should be on the teacher side now. I mean, I know they don't know nothing, and I know that I don't understand what they're doing, but you can expect teachers to have everybody pass and doing well when some students are crack babies. They're in homes that they're spending money on other things than food and the basics that they need. The students are not interested. All they're interested in is sex and electronic equipments, and partying and all that stuff, talking and drugs and whatever. They're not serious with school. There's no correlation between doing well at school and getting to be a celebrity or moving up. Middle class and upper class should be people with a master's degree, people with a doctorate, with the other things that go along with it, so that we expect people who are celebrities or middle class or upper class going to operate intelligently because they have an education and they can make proper decisions based on the education. So the teachers are getting a bum rap. They can't make these students learn. Even if you do the best thing, even if you one-on-one, some students can't make it. They don't have the abilities. Normally in the Caribbean or other places, a home that parents don't use drugs, their kids will be born with a random number that they can't function in those areas. Then some of these are crack babies. Then some of them are own way. They don't want to follow no instructions. So it's serious, and we got to resolve these matters if we really want to keep our superpower status, and we want to take it to the next level. So I sympathize with the president and Secretary Army Duncan. I wish everybody well, but we really got to be practical and